Okay, so in this video I'm going to be talking about the Cartesian plane and Cartesian coordinates. And I want to explain a little bit about how things are set up on the graph and how we use the graph. First of all, you can see here the vertical or up and down portion of the graph has been named y, and the horizontal or left and right portion has been named x. Now the names are fairly arbitrary. The guy who devised the system, Rene Descartes, this is what he chose, and so that's what it has followed since. And so the idea here is that when x is positive, we'll be traveling along the x horizontal plane here in the positive direction, which you can see I have them numbered 1 through 6 over here. And when x is negative, then we'll travel to the left or to the negative. And likewise, when y is positive, we'll be traveling up, and when y is negative, we'll be traveling down. He divided into 4 quadrants here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as you can see, when x is positive and y is positive, the point that we have will lie somewhere in this quadrant 1. When x is negative and y is positive, the point will lie in quadrant 2. When x is negative and y is negative, it'll be in quadrant 3 somewhere. And when x is negative and y is positive, it'll be in quadrant 4. Let's see. So how we go about plotting something here, I've got 2 sample problems over here that I've used when y equals x plus 2. And whenever we write coordinates, we always put the x first. And so what I'm going to do is, what I've already done is chosen some random numbers as our x, and then what we do is we plug in the x into the equation. So x is then 2, and so y equals 2 plus 2. And that means 4. When x is 1, y equals 3. When x is 0, y equals 2. When x is negative 1, y equals 1. And when x is negative 2, y equals 0. And so what we then would do is take these 2 numbers, this coordinates, and you would write them like this. The x always comes first, 2, 4. And those are Cartesian coordinates. And those coordinates will then go put into the graph. And how we do that is we go, so we've got 2, and this is the x's first, so this is x, and this is y. So we go over 2 into the positive, and then because y is 4, positive 4, we go up 4. And here's 1 point. So, and then we go to the next one. So we've got 1 and 3. And that's x and that's y. Our next point would be x is 1 and y is 3. So there's our next point. And we'll keep doing that. 0, because x is 0, that means we don't move from the 0 point in the middle here. And we go up 2. And then when x is negative 1, like it is right here, we go over negative and then up 1. And then x is negative 2, we go 2, and then stay in the same place because y is 0. Okay, and then we've got ourselves a line. And this is a way of transferring the abstract numbers and symbols of algebra into geometry, into a place where we see a visual representation of that equation. Let's see. Oh, so next I have 2 problems for you all to try if you're interested, and I've made them just a little bit harder in that we've got to multiply something times x first. But once again, you start with your x and your y, and you can choose any random number that you want to. Often people do 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, just because those are easy. But in reality, all you would need to do is to have two numbers to really find the line. But if you have more numbers, there's more chance of you getting it all correct. So you would just do the same thing here, plug in the x value to here to receive your y value, and then go to your graph and create a line from that. And here's another one, y equals 4x plus 3. And once again, only slightly harder than the original ones that I was working with, just added a little bit of multiplication. Okay, thanks for watching.